This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
Tonight, the Major Case Squad is investigating after a teenage boy was found dead in St. Louis County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
I'm Kelly Jackson. Police tell us the victim, just 15 years old. The shooting happened just after 1 this afternoon near Boynton and Purdue Avenues. Robert Townsend joins us live from the scene. What is the latest on this, Robert?
Hey, investigators have been out here in this neighborhood for nearly 4 hours now, Kelly. And if I step back, you can see several detectives are walking this way as we come on the air at 5 o'clock. Here's what we know at this point. They say just after 1 this afternoon, gunfire rang out in the 1600 block of Purdue Avenue. Now, one neighbor tells me she heard several gunshots. Police got here and found the young victim had been shot in his chest and died at the scene in an alley that's just across the street from a park and a playground. Neighbor Christina Arnold says when the gunfire popped off, she told her children to hit the floor.
It's heartbreaking that you have to come home to some stuff like this, that your neighborhood is blocked off from someone getting killed, it's just no, when is this going to end?
Again, the Major Case Squad has not told us anything about suspects or motive for the deadly shooting. We'll continue to follow it throughout the evening. Live in Pagedale, Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Tonight, a 15-year-old boy is charged with murdering another teen in North St. Louis County. 14-year-old Justin Brooks died when he was stabbed last week in Jennings. The teen suspect was arrested last night in Jefferson City.
Our Diamond Palmer has been following this case for the last week, and she joins us live from Jennings Junior High School with new reaction to the arrest. Diamond.
Well, Mike and Kelly, police took a 15-year-old suspect into custody last night at 8. It was the same evening that many friends and family members were gathering for a balloon release to honor 14-year-old Justin Brooks. Police tell us the suspect in this case is facing second-degree murder charges. Justin Brooks was stabbed nearly a week ago on Horde Avenue just after 3 p.m. near Jennings Junior High School. Neighbors say the stabbing happened as retaliation for another fight that took place the day before. Dozens of teens were witnesses to the stabbing from videos circulating online. This week, Justin's mother spoke out for the first time, saying he was on his way to football practice when he was killed. Today, criminal justice attorney Herman Jimerson explained what goes into a judge's decision on whether the case will stay in a juvenile court or move to adult court.
Maybe a battering of someone may not get certified over it, but a murder of someone probably will get certified. Okay, I'm not a prognosticator of what the judge is going to do, but they look at the nature of a crime, they look at what other aspects to it. If that judge is kind of standard, that child will get certified as an adult and let the adult system deal with it.
Now, if convicted as a juvenile, this suspect is facing time at a juvenile detention center until the age of 18. Jimerson says in special circumstances that could be extended until the age of 21. Today, I have reached out to Jennings School District for comment on this matter, and they have not responded yet. Reporting live in Jennings, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Now to some developing news out of Ferguson. Police sources tell us a 2-year-old is in the hospital tonight after the child got a hold of a St. Louis sheriff deputy's gun. Happened over the weekend. We're told the deputy was visiting a home at the time, and police believe the deputy was the child's uncle. Ferguson police have applied for charges of endangering the welfare of a child. We are not naming the deputy since there are no official charges yet. No word yet on the child's condition.
Right now, police are searching for the suspects of a home invasion that left a man seriously hurt. It happened early this morning on Cathy Drive and Pontoon Beach. Police say the suspects broke into the home. The resident, a 27-year-old man, was shot multiple times. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police tell us they believe the victim was targeted. Anyone with information should call Pontoon Police. Their number, 618-931-5100.
A fire caused thousands of dollars worth of damage in Illinois. A barn caught fire this morning in Roxana. The owner tells us the barn and everything inside was destroyed. More than $50,000 worth of tractors were inside, along with about 3,000 tomatoes in a nearby greenhouse. One firefighter pulled a muscle while fighting the fire, but there were no other injuries. The cause under investigation.
Today, crews shut down the J.S. McDonald Bridge in Hazelwood as part of a process to replace the old bridge and remove contaminated soil underneath. Crews say the bridge is more than 70 years old and needs to be replaced. While they do that, the Army Corps of Engineers has a chance to remove contaminated soil from the first atomic bomb that was dumped there decades ago. Removal could take about 10 months, then a new bridge will go up.
The catastrophe response teams have arrived nearly a week after a hailstorm caused major damage in the bi-state. That's what the insurance companies called the crew of adjusters who come in after major storms. 5 on Your Side's Tracy Hinson spoke with a few of the teams in O'Fallon, Missouri.
The State Farm Catastrophe Team is on site in the overflow lot here at Car Shield Field. They have about 10 adjusters ready to evaluate the damage from last week's storm.
It varies from car to car on the, how the damage may have came in. I do understand you guys had pretty big size hail down here. So we'll just see how the customers' estimates work out. Hopefully it will work in their favor because we'll do the best to service our customer.
Elisa's team isn't the only one in town. Just down the road, Farmers and American Family Insurance are camped out at Home Depot.
We're monitoring it as the storm was hitting, and we have a lot of policyholders in the area, so we knew we had to respond quickly for them.
AmFam has about 25 adjusters on the ground in O'Fallon.
With the size of the hail and the severity of the damage, we are seeing a lot of total losses. And with that, if the vehicle's repairable, we're issuing the checks on site for the customers, and if they're a total loss, then we're settling it with them on site here too.
It's the same story over at State Farm site.
We take care of them in payment by digital payment in any form they may want.
Don't just expect to drive through this site. You will need an appointment before you meet with an adjuster. In O'Fallon, I'm Tracy Hinson, 5 on Your Side.
Illinois Republicans nominated Mike Bost to return to Congress for a 6th straight term.
Last night, the Republican incumbent defeated challenger Darren Bailey in a race that featured an endorsement from former President Trump. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is here with a final recap of their bitter battle.
Congressman Mike Bost returns to work on Capitol Hill, breathing a bit easier this morning. When we signed off the air last night, a few of these counties still hadn't reported their results, but they came in overnight. The race is now official. Mike Bost going on to win. We officially called that race for him just this morning. We want to play a portion of the concession speeches for you, though. They ran late last night, and they often reveal a lot more about the candidates and the nature of the race itself. Most concession speeches include words of congratulation or maybe an olive branch, a pledge to unite behind the victor. Not Tuesday night, not from Darren Bailey. He had no conciliatory tone. Instead, he dug in and continued attacking Bost even after he lost. In a rather unusual move, Bailey condemned what he saw as apathy from perhaps his most loyal block of supporters.
We're not going to take this nonsense anymore and this sellout attitude. Here's the deal, and here's where I think we're failing at. Our churches. Well, if the church wants to ignore and not talk about politics, then we're going to continue to see a rise in this moral behavior.
Look, I don't compromise my morals, but this nation is built on finding common ground. I mean, we need to work on things, but it's still the greatest nation in the world.
We do expect to hear more from Congressman Bost in an interview Sunday on the record. He's slated to face off against this guy, Brian Roberts, the Democrats. But take a closer look at the vote totals. Just about 10,000 votes. That's about 20% or less of the votes that Bost mustered in last night's primary.
And you can find all the results from the Illinois primary election at ksdk.com/elections, or you can text results to 314-425-5355. And we're just weeks away from the Missouri municipal elections on April 2nd. You can get our voter guide by texting the word guide to 314-425-5355.
A new Texas law allowing police to arrest migrants is back on hold. The back and forth between courts.
Does a perfect March Madness bracket exist? We verified the chances.
And temperatures, boy, 40s to the north and east around Litchfield, then near 70 down around Reynolds County. In the metro, we're in the 50s. All of us near freezing or below freezing tonight. And we'll talk about any rain chances coming up.